Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I want to go over a very special coin from the coin review, something that is becoming very collectible. I've got a few different versions here and I want to go through what they are and what they're selling at auction, and the prices are just absolutely extraordinary, definitely into the thousands of dollars for it's not even a coin, it's a token, but I thought I'd go through that and just go for a bit of information and a bit of fun. So this is what's known as the Swan patterned dollar, and it's also got a nickname as the Goose dollar, as we can see here. So this is the cheaper version of the lot. As you can see here, the commemorative patterned crown, Swan dollar from the Australian Coin Review. So this is the uncirculated 2024 edition. So the coin design initially came out in 1965 from the Australian Coin Review. So it's got a little bit about that and the 60th anniversary of this coin. This one here specifically has a mintage of 10,000. Now the key thing was this is a competition run by the Australian Coin Review back in 1965 to come up with the first $1 design. So obviously we went with the notes initially and then went into the $1 mob of Rooks coins, but back in the day they came up, the Australian Coin Review tried to come up with their own design, basing it off a crown size. So as you can see, it's quite big. So we've got the old Australian crown from 1937. So as you can see here, it's the same size of that. This is obviously just one of the cheaper bimetals design, not your beautiful silver or sterling silver kind of size. But that's pretty cool. So this one here retailed at $49. You can still access these at 10,000. Not very collectible having this one, but let's go into some of the more collectibles. I'll work my way up. This one here, you got free from if you were a member and actually get the Australian Coin Review. So Australian Coin Review is a magazine, as you can see here. Here's the coins, and it's a really good detailed magazine talking about all the coin releases, a lot about notes. So if you're a note collector, it's something that I recommend, and it goes through some of the pennies, 1930 pennies, what to look out for to make sure you're not getting fakes. So it's a pretty cool and interesting magazine to get. Also has a lot of different companies in there, and it goes through a little bit about the history and some other details there of things to look out for. So pretty cool little magazine. I personally get them every month just so I can stay informed and educate myself more on coin collecting. So this one here is a specific edition that got sent out, so it's pretty much similar to that, but as you can see here, you've got the gold kind of frosting on the actual swan, where this one doesn't have that, so it's like an embedded one. You can see the shape on there. Obviously you've got the gold coin review down here with the 60th anniversary years there, which is a little bit different, but key thing is they're individually numbered as well, so that's what makes this one a little collectible. Now the price of this, so obviously it cost me nothing to get it, so it was part of being a member, but the price at auction for card number 3000 was $1,952. So pretty high price for a token as such, and obviously these are limited to only 3,000 in this format. So definitely going to be collecting this and keeping this for the long term. I think now that I've got two, potentially I'll be looking at moving this one on in the long term, because I'm not sure if that's going to be as collectible as having these limited ones. Next I'll go into this silver one here. This is an uncirculated conditioned one, so it retailed at $195, so pretty reasonable, but higher price for a bit of silver. So let's have a look. I'm also going to be very careful with this. So 1,500 of these are minted. As you can see, I've got a pretty high number, and that's the coin itself in this beautiful red box. So you've got to be there's different color boxes, and the boxes different colors are more significant. So the red box is the more basic, as it's known, but definitely very collectible. So like I said, I spent $195 on this at auction for card number one. So obviously the card numbers are quite significant. 3,000 233. So a very high number. Now the original one that got sold initially, the 1967, was only 2,250. So they're definitely going up in value, as you can see now, and definitely having this is pretty cool. So on the secondary market now, with that kind of card number that I have, you're looking around $300. So you've put roughly $100 on there. Having a look at the value of the quality of this, I'm not sure if there's a bit of milk spotting on there or not, or if it's just the finish of it, but you can definitely see, looking for a little bit of ghosting in there. All looks okay so far. So I'm probably going to look at selling this in the future, because it's, now that I've got some better ones, it's not something that I'm potentially looking at. So I'm going to wait for the market to cool down with the amount. So there's 1,500 of these, so quite accessible at this point in time for the kind of people that like collecting it. But this is the one I'm super excited about collecting. I haven't even opened it yet, so I've got it straight from the post, and I'm going to open it up. So as you can see here on the outside, it's got the specific cert number. Let's have a look and open this gently and go through having a look at this. So you can see straight away it's a different colored case. So this is the blue case, which means it's the VIP edition, which is the one that you want. So beautiful box. So this is the very similar box to how it was back in the day that it was presented. As you can see there, comes really nice. So this is the proof edition on top of that. So I've got card number 91. So this one here in the blue box is only limited to 100. So 750 are proof, but only 100 come in this blue box. So let's have a look at this and get a nicer look. Turn around that way. So as you can see here, you can definitely see the difference in the proof finish versus the other one here. Let's just put it down here. I might just pick this one up and we can put it next to it. I just want to be very gentle with these, because this proof one is very, very collectible. So you can see the difference from the proof to the uncirculated condition. Absolutely very different. Now I'm very happy with the quality of the proof one. It looks absolutely amazing. So going through this one in the red case, if you were to get it in the red case, retailed at $295. Now in the blue case that I purchased here, this one cost me $595. So definitely a high investment for this coin. Definitely, well, it's not even a coin, it's really a token, but very, very collectible. So now looking at it at auction for this specific one, with a specific card number, I think it was card number 2, it sold for $4,270. So not a bad return for that one. And like I said, it's only limited in the blue box to 100, so, and 750 all up. So very, very good collectible. So on eBay now for the card kind of numbers like I have, you're looking for around $1,500 for the VIP edition. And like I said, in the coming months, there'll be less and less for sale because more and more true collectors will have them. So they'll become more scarce and harder to collect, having these beautiful proof editions. So I'm in two minds about this. Do I send it off for grading to PCGS? I'd love to know in your comments below, do you think this is worth getting graded? Especially if I got a 70 on this. You can see it hasn't even got a rimmed edge on it. Yeah, if I got a 70 on this, I'd definitely have myself a very, very collectible coin. So it's worth the risk, and if it doesn't get a 70, I could always break it out and put it back in the box. But I'd love to know in the comments below, do you think that's something worth getting or not, or is it nice just keeping it in the box? So I'm definitely in two minds about what I do if I get it graded and have myself a nice graded version right now. But definitely pretty cool. The red box version, so if you were to have one with the red box, you're looking around $750. So definitely the proof editions are the ones to collect from a collecting point of view. So as you can see here, from your standard crown coin, it's all but the same size, a little bit thicker, and these are sterling silver, where this is 3/9 fine pure silver. So a little bit of difference when it comes to the thickness of them. These are definitely thicker, but the size diameter is exactly the same. And looking at this crown here, so you can see the crown design here is the same here. So that's where we get the size from it. It's a shame that they didn't go with sterling silver as well. Maybe it's a bit hard to get sterling silver rounds nowadays to produce this kind of item. But definitely happy to have it. I was a bit nervous spending $600 odd on something that's not even technically a coin. Seemed like a big expense and a big risk, but I think it's definitely going to pay off in the long term, and I think it's pretty cool. So this is my collection. I'd love to know in your feedback below what you like. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you think this content's pretty cool and you like the Swan Dollar and the history behind what's also nicknamed the Goose Dollar. As always, make sure you do subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man. Let us know in the comments if you're interested in purchasing these couple, and I might look at putting it on eBay for an auction in the near future to sell if someone's interested. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.